Hi, my darlings. Hi, my loves. It's your girl, Queen Lisa, and I'm here today with an oracle reading for you guys. To all my new and returning subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab a seat. If you do like the content that is shared today on this channel, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I do upload. And without further ado, my darlings, let's jump right on in. Okay, so the first card we have here is Unicorn. Mystical, Christ conscious, powerful. And it reads, unicorns are generally white because they are a symbol of purification and higher consciousness. Unicorns represent the stage in our alchemical process when we begin to purify the feminine forces within us and unify them with the masculine. The most magical part of the unicorn is the alicorn upon its head, symbolizing the divine energy in all us. Divine energy in all us. In us all that spirals from the earth chakras to our higher chakras. So this is just a symbol of your awakeness. You guys are getting ready to come in to like union with your divine counterpart, and this is like representing you guys as the force behind you all's connection. It's going to be very mystical, powerful, a lot of awakening moments, a lot of consciously awakening moments happening between the both of you all because of this union. You guys have done a lot outside of this union, but when you guys come into union, it's going to be that much more powerful. The next card we have here is Raven, representing mystery, Hakoya, shadow. Let's see what the Raven's talking about. Brother Raven is the keeper of secret knowledge and a Hakoya. Raven cloaks the esoteric mysteries behind its ebony feathers, which is why people see ravens as a creature of darkness. But behind those black eyes are pure light, the sacred fire of awakening. Raven comes when you are ready to receive the sacred fire, unveiling the great arcanium within you. When you awaken, you are like Brother Raven, alive in the land of the dead, which makes you highly misunderstood. So yeah, this is just letting you know that your connection is going to be so divine. It's not going to be understood by most anymore. Like what you do, what you stand for, your energetic aura, your mystical connection with your divine counterpart is not going to be understood by the common anymore. You're going to have a higher level of intellect, a higher level of vibration to understand your connection. So that's why you're going to be looked at as something of the unknown. You feel what I'm saying? Something dark, because you're unrecognizable, and to them it's dark because it irritates their demons, the anointings, the power, the God energy that's wrapped up in everything that you do. It irritates these demons. So then therefore that's why they look at you as dark and demonic, because you disturb their peace. You feel what I'm saying? But they don't understand why. They think that it's a bad thing, but it's actually the good in you that's disturbing the bad in them. You feel me? So we have the next card out is the butterfly. Transform, rebirth, blueprint. It may be hard for you to believe while feeling like a puddle of goo bound tight in the shadows of the unknown, but you will emerge from those shadows with wings of light in a form more beautiful than you could have ever dreamed, because you will be the dream of God. Butterflies are a perfect symbol of the awakening process and the faith it takes to be reborn. A caterpillar goes through a period of ravenous consumption, then will spin a cocoon around its whole body, hermiting itself in a creation of its own making. So yeah, you all this time you kept yourself hidden from the world, and you thought that you weren't gonna come out of this dark place. It was actually you going into your cocoon. God was separating you on purpose from the world, disconnecting you from everything, because all of the rewiring and reconnecting and growth and everything that you had to do, it had to be done in the dark by yourself, just you and God, so that when all was said and done, you knew who to give your thanks to, and it was all because of God within you. You feel what I'm saying? When you tap in and you achieve goals by tapping in, um, the outcome is just so much more joyous. It's so much more beautiful. It hits so different because you know from whence you come from, and you then have seen and felt the power of God within you. So then it's just like you feel unstoppable at that point. When you do it for the very first time, it's just like none, it hits like none other, and then it makes you want to continue on that path of righteousness, so every awakening can be better and better and better. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's not just going to stop at the first one. Every level requires more. So the higher you vibrate, the more awakenings, the stronger things will be. You know what I'm saying? So the next card we have here is trust, faith, surrender, waves. And it reads, even though you feel spiritually blindfolded right now, trust that spirit is guiding you where you need to go. When we are high on life, surfing the universal current, we naturally feel we are on the right path because we feel good. Though, as soon as the ebb happens after the flow, we easily lose faith and feel somehow we got off course. Sorrow and numbness don't always mean you have done something wrong or off path. You are just building up for the next wave of healing that will sweep you further than you once were before. See, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was just speaking about. You know what I'm saying? Like God is taking you where you need to be, and because it is in such a different direction than those who you grew up with, your family, all those toxic negative people. That's why you feel that same way when it's just you and God. You feel what I'm saying? When you're going with the flow of life and you feel like you're at your high, you're at your peak, you're doing good, you're doing this, you're doing that, then you you reach the climax, and then you feel like you're spiraling back down. But it's not necessarily that it's happening to you, it's happening for you to prepare you for the next climax and the next and the next. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not that you are off course, and because you're in darkness and you're in sorrow, that it isn't necessarily a bad thing. It is a time of healing, and we all need those times of healing. You feel what I'm saying? But in those times of healing, it's preparing you for the next wave. You feel me? So don't get discouraged. Don't feel like God is smiting you or He's taking His hand off of you, you know, or what have you. He's not doing any of that. It's just a preparation. You know what I'm saying? Once you learn a particular set of lessons, then you start going through preparation, which are climaxes, the highs and the lows, to see if you can handle what you just prayed for. Can you use those tools and the knowledge that God revealed to you in the times in which they need to be used? And can you use them correctly? Then if you can, then He will bestow upon you your wants and your desires, because you have shown God that you are worthy of what you prayed for, and you are deserving of Him giving you those gifts or those jewels of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But everything you pray for, you're going to be put to the test to see if you're deserving of it, and to see if you know how to wield what it is that you ask for, or use the knowledge that was given to you. You know what I'm saying? Sanctuary, healing, safe haven, solace. You have been through something very traumatic. Your angels want you to know that you are entering a time of much desired and needed healing. They wrap you in their warm embrace, creating a bubble of golden light around you for your soul to come home. You are safe and very loved. Breathe in the golden light of spirit and allow your cells to fill with creation energy. Day by day, you will go through the cycles of purging, release, contraction, expansion, and all is natural. When the buried pains surface, you will want to give up, but do not give up. Know that this is spirit helping you to clear out the junk so you can make room for your true self. See what I'm talking about? You have to go through the turmoil to loosen up the junk that's been compacted, that's been just stuffed down in that little black box. It's time to clean out that box. You feel what I'm saying? It's time to clean out that off that shelf of all those negative things you've been holding on to because you didn't want to deal with. You now have to deal with them. This part of your healing is you processing and releasing those painful, traumatic events that took place in your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to hold on to those things. Those things are not for you to keep. They were to teach you. Okay, so now it's time to learn the lesson so you can let it go. Okay, so take the time to truly learn the lesson. Now the situation has happened. You have time to go through and process, cipher through what is real and what is not, and get to the meat and potatoes of the situation so that you can process and heal and let it go. You feel what I'm saying? So then you can make room for God to bestow new things upon you, new gifts, new books, open up new books of knowledge, new files, new downloads. You now have room to store this new information that's being given. But as long as you carrying that junk, where you gonna store the new information? You ain't gonna have nowhere to put it, so that's why God's not giving it to you. Ascend, release, lightness, float. As you shake the heaviness from your soul, you ascend effortlessly up into the peace and contentment of your heavenly being. The hard part is over for now. It is time to let yourself be light like a feather after a very long time of heaviness. Though this may not be easy for you when you have to be accustomed to the weight of a dark night. This peace is what all the weight was for. This peace is what all the weight was for. What you long for as you underwent your spiritual strength training, so the heaviness released, and you will effortlessly float like a sun-kissed feather up into the higher spheres of you. Allow yourself to be rejuvenated by this new lightness of spirit. You deserve to have it easy after all you have been through and to experience warmth, simplicity, and miraculous blessings. Would self-love be to not claim the rewards you worked so hard to create for yourself? We need not always suffer to learn from life. We learn just as much from day as we do from night. It is time to set healthy boundaries with others and make decisions out of self-respect so that this well-deserved peace, contentment, and healing is not sabotaged, not even by yourself. Fall into the breeze and let it lift you higher. So yes, let that mess go. Go with the flow. It just clarified everything I just said, so we're not gonna reiterate that. Okay, but the card just clarified that. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay. Closer than you think. Faith. Keep going. Surprise. It's often the times we are ready to give up and lose hope that we are seeking. Let me start over. It is often that the times we are ready to give up and lose hope that we are seeking is right around the corner. We can only endure pain or disappointment for so long until our heart gets filled with doubt. Though the times we feel the heaviest, like we can't take anymore, are often just times of emotional purging and are followed by a period of heavy grace, peace, positive change, rewards, and feeling lighter. What is it you are passionately seeking? Whether it be inner or outer wealth, this card is a sign to not lose hope and keep moving forward in the direction of your dreams. That which you have been seeking is closer than you think. Right. So do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on what you have been manifesting in your life, whether it be people, places, things, relationships, houses, cars, businesses, whatever it is. Do not give up on yourself. Do not lose faith or hope into yourself because things are not happening in your timing. Nothing never does. Okay. Anything that happens on your time, have you always noticed it gets taken away from you just as quickly as you manifested it, or just as quickly as you went and did it, just as quickly as it mess up, or you lose it or something. It never lasts long because it was forced. That's forced. That wasn't you didn't talk to God before you put that plan in action. That's why it was taken from you, because it wasn't something that you needed, or not at that particular time. You feel what I'm saying? So don't give up on yourself. Be patient with yourself. Anything worth having is worth fighting for. Just like a awesome cake. You know what your grandma say when the cake is cooking. Sit down, be patient, be still, don't jump around, don't bump the oven, don't make the cake fall. You know what I'm saying? Be patient. You got to, you know what I'm saying, you gotta wait. It's not done. Just wait a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Just like y'all be waiting on that cake to come out the oven, that's how y'all need to wait on yourselves to be done on this particular level to get what you have been manifesting, so then you can rise to the next. We have turtle here. Mother, preservation, creation. Slow down and find your own pace. There is no rush when the destination is inside of yourself. Turtle is at home wherever she roams and knows that heaven is a state of being. Some native tribes believe that turtle is a map of the cosmos. Underworld, heaven, and earth all in one. Her shell looks as if it is fragmented, yet she is a symbol of the Great Mother and integrated consciousness. Turtle reminds us that even though we may feel fragmented, we are always whole, but healing enough to where we genuinely feel that again can only happen through steady progress, and grounding. If you have been through something traumatic and withdrawn into your shell, Turtle wants you to know that retreating from the world into solitude is often a form of self-preservation and natural. Despite how separated you feel from your true self and creation, one day you will come out of your shell and see your wholeness once again. But this can't be rushed or forced. Turtles can live a very long time because they take their time. They have almost no predators, and if they are in danger, all they have to do is hide inside of their shell. So yeah, this is letting you know it is okay to go within, honey. Okay, it is okay to go within. Don't let what these people gotta say about you taking time to yourself, not being available for them, and whatever it is they got going on. Because 9 times out of 10, what they got going on is a distraction, a derailing, a wrong turn. You feel what I'm saying? A swerve in the road when they come around talking about whatever it is that they're talking about. It doesn't help prepare you for it. It keeps you stuck and stagnant, or it takes you backwards. And if you do have those ones that come into your life to help prepare you for it, thank God for them every single day. But for majority of us, most of us do not have that. So therefore, it is okay to ignore the hell out of their ass, because when you really need them for things that it counts for and not for that BS, they're never there. So hell, what they got going on is not more important than what you have going on right now. It's slow and steady wins the damn race, and right now you need to be focused on yourself, not them. Excuse me, because they don't want nothing. They don't want nothing but to get on your damn nerves. So don't let these people come in here and get on your damn nerves about something that ain't got nothing to do with you. They don't have nothing to do with anything, but just to occupy your time and distract you from what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Oh, come on, girl, let's go hang out. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Da, 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 da. If you know you have not reached that goal yet, you have not reached that place in your goal line yet, your time frame, your timeline, don't be jumping and skipping on your timeline for somebody else. If you ain't ready, you ain't ready. Nope. I can't do that right now. I have things to do. That would be a distraction. That's going to throw me off from whatever you saving, you're paying your bills on time, whatever it is, it's taking you off of your schedule. Okay? Real adults, real people who have things to do, and they have to schedule in vacations. You feel what I'm saying? It just ain't on the fly. Somebody call them and you could be in the middle of a project or doing something, writing a paper, doing something. Somebody say, hey, come out, I gotta. Hell no, that's a damn distraction. Had they not called, you would have still been sitting down doing what you were supposed to do and got it done on time. But you notice when you answer them phone calls and things like that, when you're in the middle of doing something and it's not something positive, it's just somebody wanting you to hang out and da da da, what happens? It's a setback. So don't allow these things, people, places, and things to set you back. They only mad because they don't have the courage to stand up and do what you're doing. Understand that part, okay? So that's why they come in with these damn distractions and all this mess. It ain't necessarily because they hating. They skittish. They scary. They can't do it for themselves, so they want to stop everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? They want to instill that same fear in you that's within them because they're weak. You're not weak. You're strong. Don't get off your damn throne to mess with peasants. You have things to do of importance. So don't involve yourself with peasantry. Okay? Thank you. Bison represents boundaries, stand your ground, sacrifice. What I just say? What did I just say? Okay, we're gonna read a line or two. When you are a giant source of strength, power, abundance, compassion, and wisdom, you are often a fortress where others come for nurturing, healing, and hope. Though if you sacrifice yourself too much for the ones only there for your energy with no intention to grow, you will have nothing left for yourself and those who deserve it. Stand your ground, okay? Say it loud for the people in the back. Okay? I just said that. The lion, authority, authenticity, balance. We are the lion beings. We're the lion beings, an ancient guardian race that prides ourselves on self-expression and knowing we are divine. We want you to experience true life by being the true you. We are a very balanced race of beings as we have integrated all aspects and polarities within. Our presence introduces us before we speak. You feel us and know we have great authority. Though we are also childlike, warm, and soft, your true self is just like this. We find great joy in mirroring this to you. There is no reason to fear. It is safe to be you. Your soul is much bigger than you know. Soon you will discover this and be able to roar like a lion with the heart of a hummingbird. Okay? You must go through the test in order to beat your chest. Okay? You got to go through something to stand for something. The path, compass, authenticity, evolution. Awakening is nothing more than authenticity. Many have trouble being honest with themselves about where they are on their path because of an image imprinted on them to act, think, feel, and speak only in ways that reflect an illusion of what awakened and authentic is. They feel obligated to only be loved and want to suppress your true emotions and feel obligated to. Though enlightenment cannot be forced or faked. If you feel numb, self-centered, sad, bitter, angry, and so on, then it is okay if you're honest with yourself and others about this, and then you will open up enough to see what you perceived as something shameful was not at all, and love will naturally fill the newly cleared space as you made more room for your true self to come home. What did I just say? We just said that. We just talked about that. We sure enough did. Thank you again, Holy Spirit, for the clarification. Let's get one more card before we close out. I love when Holy Spirit comes through and clarify these cards when I be saying what I'm saying. Child, we ain't doing that. Alright, one more card, Holy Spirit. One more, Holy Spirit. Here we go. All right. The Soul Queen. Higher self. Albedo. Purification. The Soul Queen wears a gown. The Soul Queen wears a gown and veil of white light symbolizing purification and her merge with creation. She is a bride of Christ and has married all polarities within herself. She adorns herself with peacock feathers as a symbol of her mysterious and immortal nature. The moon is a symbol of her divine feminine presence and balance. A galaxy rests upon her crown because she has experienced herself at the microcosm. She is no longer just a human. She has remembered her true self and is part angel, part animal, part woman, part man, and part star. She is a true human. You are seeing this card as a sign you are entering the albedo stage of alchemy. The fires of calcination burned away at your ego, and you chose to fan the flames. So a great inner purification took place. Slowly over time, you can see all parts of yourself, dark and light, and view them through the eyes of higher wisdom and love. Now, because of your determination, you are being upgraded. Watch your dreams now quickly manifest. Your energy is new and crystallized like fresh white snow. You can feel more of your higher self, and she is calling you to open your heart and embrace new life. It is time. So yes, at the end of the day, after all has been said and done, embrace yourself, okay? Embrace your true self. Don't go running out here talking about, hey, you see me, I'm white, I'm clean as snow, you see me. No, embrace yourself and others will follow suit. I learned that a long time ago, that when you take yourself seriously, others will. Instead of, going around here pumping yourself up and gassing yourself up to others, show and prove says a lot more than what you're saying out your mouth. Because you can say anything to anybody, but if they don't see you following up on what it is that you're talking about, or you trying to claim yourself to be, then you might as well just be talking to a wall, because ain't nobody gonna believe nothing you say. They're not gonna believe it at all. Okay, so these are the messages that I have for you all, my darlings. If you do like the message that was shared, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I do upload. And until next time, my darlings, peace.